I'm Jackie from Gagnon Crafts in Life, and this is going to be my first Flosstube short video. So my last video I looked at a lot of, sorry that's probably loud, I'm going to move my glasses over here. The last video I made a short clip for a lot of my sewing items. If you haven't seen it, you can look at my channel. And doing a video this way where I'm just recording, no editing, no software, not trying to put it into my computer, just straight from my phone and uploading it to YouTube seemed to work. I was able to have video and audio. Two of my other Flosstube videos that I had on previously, I took off of YouTube because somehow after the upload, it had audio but no video. And they were longer episodes. So I will eventually get back to all my whips and be able to show you all those progress that you didn't get to see. And this is kind of a multi-craftual show, or like channel. Sometimes you'll see my sewing, crocheting, cross stitch. I have other crafts I like to do, although not currently. I've done like a lot of wood burning in the past, and recently, with the influence of a lot of the Flosstube community, I've picked up knitting. I taught myself how to knit over the last month or so, and maybe that'll be my short video for tomorrow. Other part life update is my kids are going to be home for 2 weeks. Their schools, right now, for this school year, they started off in a hybrid model where my first grader went to school 2 days a week, and then 3 days a week they had virtual school. And my preschooler had a small enough class size that straight from the beginning she was going to school 4 days a week and virtual 1 day. But for the past while, they've been both doing 4 days in school, 1 day virtual every week. But next week, which is the week of Thanksgiving, and the week after Thanksgiving, it's going to be full-time virtual. And I don't know when I'm going to have time without hearing them scream and run around in a loud household. I'll have time to make a short video. So I'm hoping to do this one right now on my lunch break, and I'm hoping to make another one tomorrow on my lunch break after my daughter heads off to preschool. So it's like the one time I have the house to myself for a little bit of time, and hopefully I can get this in and up. Alright, that's enough life update and channel update. I am so excited that the last video actually did upload. So thanks for sticking with me. Today is cross stitch. Okay, this is going to be like my start of a mini series. If it's ever a really quick short video, not necessarily all the whips I've worked on this week or all the whips I've worked on since the last time you've seen me. It's just going to be showing you different things I have been working on or that are my focus pieces, and I'm excited about. So the first one is going to be by Pepermint Purple, A Year of Blackwork. It's a free sal. I didn't actually get to put a link on my last video that I wanted to, so hopefully I'll be able to link this up here. I'll try to link her. She has a website and a Facebook group for this particular sal. She has a couple Facebook groups because she has a few different sals out there, and from her website you can find all those Facebook groups where she does the releases for the different weeks. I am behind on this because it took me a while to figure out that I wanted to do it on Black Ada and to get the color choices that I wanted. I got some nice neon. Next time I show this, maybe I'll find out what the floss name is. It's not DMC. It was from Amazon. I typed in neon embroidery floss and had these kind of colors come up. I want to say it's J and P, but I could be wrong. Sorry, there's a cat fuzzy. So I'm also filming this, and it's on a desk, so I'm going to try to figure out how to get this close without... That's as close as I can go because it's long. This is where I started the sal earlier this year. And when I got these colors in, I started it again up here, and I just have to unpick those still. So I have, how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I miscounted. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30. I think I have 30 weeks done. And I started working on a border. If I turn this sideways, maybe. So I started working on the top border, and this design is going to go all the way around. It's one of the given borders of her. She gave a few different example borders, and I chose this one to do. And it is in this blue color that you don't see on here yet. The other stripe is going to be in blue, and I don't know if I want to carry the blue down to the green or like right in the middle and then do a green border the rest of the way around. I haven't chosen that yet, but here is some of her Blackwork designs. Maybe if I had something black to put behind here, it would be better. But it's my first Blackwork piece. And I also did full crosses for the heart that some people found in the middle of this week's. It's a good thing about being on the Facebook group. You can see what other people do. There's so many good designs for her piece. But a year in Blackwork. And these colors are all the colors of all the main rows. And then you can see, like, I started this color has its own row. This color has its own row. And then I have the green that's special with just the heart. And then that color. These two on camera come up really differently. In person, it's really hard to tell, or in different lighting. It's hard to tell that these two yellows are different. I'm so glad that it comes up in camera. And now I can actually see that this yellow is this yellow. In person without direct sunlight, it's really hard to know which yellow I actually stitched with. And then this one is more this color. Although on camera it looks really similar to this green, but it's not. But I'm so excited with this one, and I want to keep working on it, and hopefully I want to end the year with the Sal. So we will see. I believe this is 14 count Aida. It's either 14 or 16 count. I got it off of Amazon, Black Aida. So I'd have to go double check. But here is my year of Blackwork Peppermint Purple Sal. So the other thing I'm going to miss about not editing and doing YouTube on a computer is that I don't get to pick a thumbnail. And I used to be able to design some thumbnails or take screenshots and use it as a thumbnail, and I don't get to pick that right now. So the second project I'm going to show you quickly today is my big GagnonHook project. So if you've seen any of my other Flosstubes, I have a hook board in my room. It is 4 feet by 2 feet, and it has hooks on it. The purpose for that is we all have had those chairs or that piece of floor or that bed where you put your clothes that are too dirty to go back into your closet, but clean enough that you don't want to put them in your laundry yet. Or at least a lot of people I know have that pile, have that space. And one of the decluttering kind of videos I had been watching mentioned having hooks on the wall, a specific number of hooks. Every hook can only have one item on it, and you can see which clothes you have out, and you should only have one type of each clothes. So I'll have one t-shirt, one pair of jeans, one sweater, and if I feel the need to take something else out, like a different sweater, then that dirty sweater can now go into the laundry. And I have only one piece of item that, one pair of jeans out at a time that are too dirty to go back in the closet, too clean to go into laundry, hanging up at a time. But behind those hooks on the board, I wanted to make a big cross-stitch design piece. I only started cross-stitching this year, and that's when this idea came to me. It's probably a very lofty project. 4 feet by 2 feet on 18 count Aida, although I think after I washed it, it shrunk it a bit. I'm going to have to get one of those sizers to see. But here is part of my top border, and the top border piece that's going to go run around the whole thing, not quite like this, I charted myself based on some taking inspiration from some pictures from Google. So this, and it's missing one color. It's going to be a bright green inside these missing dots. So what this border is going to look like, since I don't have like a cover photo to show you, is it's going to go like this quite a bit on the top. And then it's going to end this Celtic design. And then there's going to be mini Celtic designs in the middle up until like a focal piece. I'll try to get another picture of it, of the things I've charted. And then similarly down the edges, I think it only goes up to like maybe here, and then it does those other designs down the edge. And again, this is the 4 feet, and each of these big black blocks is a 50 stitches by 50 stitches block. So if I go slower, you could probably count those and see how big this is. These corner pieces are cross stitches I started that are going to be some of the bottom designs. They are both from a Etsy, the same Etsy store, LoLaLotta Designs, I think. I know I mentioned it in a previous video, so you can always look back. I think maybe Flosstube 1 probably has it, or 2. And I think maybe since the last time you've seen this bookshelf piece, there might be more of the background half stitches and maybe more of the lantern. I still didn't come back and do the fairy or anything else in this one. And this one goes out another, this was page 1, here's page 2. I think there's another 2 pages. So almost halfway done with that project. And on the other bottom corner is what I call my cozy stump. The designer is, I believe, Russian. So some of the design names are also in Russian, and so I've kind of nicknamed them. But they are gorgeous, lots of blended threads. They look beautiful. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. So we've got, this is as long as it's going to be, and then it's just going to go taller. So we have the water down the bottom. None of the back stitching is done on either of these patterns yet. And maybe since the last time you've seen it, maybe there's more in this middle section here. I'm not sure, but there might be more of the tree. And there's my cozy stump. And then in between on the whole thing, see if I can back up. There's going to be other designs. I have a design for these dragons, actually. These dragons will be featured in the middle piece up here. And then I have other designs kind of chosen for the rest of this. But it's going to be a very long project. And that is all I have time for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the short Flosstube, Flosstube mini. If you have, like, subscribe, leave a comment about different works you're working on. And hopefully I'll be able to upload more often. Although, maybe one tomorrow and then maybe for 2 weeks. I'm going to have to see when I have time by myself. Alright, bye.